What is going on YouTube? This is Delta, back with another Call of Duty Mobile video, where today we are going to be doing a video on the M4 assault rifle in COD Mobile. So I'm going to be giving you some tips and tricks, some gameplay, as well as the best class setup for you to succeed with this assault rifle. I've seen a lot of people using this gun in COD Mobile recently, and I've been wondering why, so I went into some games and just tested around. But anyway, before we begin, make sure to subscribe for some more content just like this. Like the video because it was a great video. Like the video if you thought it was useful. Share the video with your friends so they can also get this same information. And leave a comment, let me know what kind of video you want to see next. Also, join my Discord server, link on screen and in the description below. We are going to probably do a video where I get a bunch of people from my Discord and we do like some mini games or just some random video, maybe playing with Discord members. But anyway, this is Delta, and let's get right into the video. Alright guys, so here is my M4 class setup. I do use the M4 Snowflakes skin for the M4, so let's get right into it. So first of all, let's talk about the sights. The iron sight is pretty good, although I do prefer the red dot sight, and as you all know, and if you didn't know, having a scope on your gun means your ADS time will be a bit longer, so use an iron sight if possible. But then again, I also have the quick draw attachment, so that kind of makes up for it. But let's move on to the other attachments. So I do have the quick draw first of all. I have the extended mag and I have the stock. Now usually I would run the laser sight and the foregrip instead of the extended mag and the stock, but I felt like the recoil wasn't too bad. It's not bad at all. Look at this. Its accuracy is 70 if you're not using the foregrip, but it is super good. You do not need a foregrip, and the hip fire radius wasn't even that big too, as you'll see in the gameplay, or as you've already seen in the gameplay. You don't really need a laser sight, so this is almost the best setup, in my opinion. It's the best setup, or class setup, for the M4. But let's go on to the secondary, and I'm just going to use a regular pistol. You can look at the attachments here. We've got, you can change FMJ for something like the suppressor, but it's up to you. War Machine, I do it on all of my classes, but again, the preference is yours. I like to run the regular frag grenade and the trophy system, although I am not really much of a camper anymore. I don't like camping, but I think an S&D trophy system really will come in handy with the M4, considering its range. It's still viable for sitting up in a building and sniping your opponents, or, you know, full autoing them, spraying them at a distance. Let's go on to the perks. You can actually run lightweight as it is currently my favorite red perk in the game. Flak Jacket I wouldn't really run because you're not running SMGs. SMGs is where you really want to run Flak Jacket, because again, I'm going to give you some tips and tricks for your playstyle. So for your playstyle, you should run lightweight, maybe even agile. Toughness is by far the best green perk other than Ghost, but toughness will allow you to reduce your recoil as you're getting shot at, so it's really good to have. And again, best blue perk in the game is Dead Silence by far. Again, I've said this in so many of my class setup videos, do not run a knife. You already have a dedicated knife button, and you don't actually need a knife in your class setup. So that was the class setup. Now let's move on to the tips and tricks. Alright guys, let's move over to the tips and tricks for the M4 assault rifle in Call of Duty Mobile. So tip number one is this gun is pretty bad at close range. Compared to the other assault rifles, it doesn't have the fastest fire rate, and it doesn't have the greatest damage, so it is better for longer range gunfights. Tip number two. Again, due to its low recoil, this gun should be used in longer ranged gunfights. Other opponents will have a harder time controlling recoil at long ranges, but the M4 does a solid job. Tip number 3. In terms of playstyle, again, referring to other tips, you don't want to be playing aggressively. You want to try pick off players from longer distances to avoid close range gunfights. Tip number 4. In hardpoint, you want to play OBJ or objective instead of playing a Slayer role. Tip number 5. This gun can be good in TDM, since TDM isn't too fast-paced, and everyone worries about their KD, which means you can get longer range gunfights. Tip number 6, this gun isn't too good in S&D because you will get close range gunfights sometimes. It's really a 50-50, but sometimes you might get jumped by a player, so you want to make sure you're using a better gun than the M4 for search and destroy. Tip number 7, overall, this gun isn't one of the best assault rifles in the game and can easily be subbed out for something like the KN-44 if you can can control the extra recoil. So thank you all so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy it, please do leave a like, make sure to subscribe for more content just like this. Leave a comment, let me know what video you want to see next. Again, join my Discord, link in the description. So share the video with your friends if you thought it was useful. And yeah, this is Delta signing off, and I will see you all in the next one.